Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to be reviewing the Pumpkin Pecan Waffles shower gel. So I normally don't do a whole lot of body care on this channel or do individual reviews on this, but I was really chomping at the bit to try this one, and I've tried this one, I think it was 2 or 3 nights in a row, and I've been enjoying it, so I wanted to just talk about it. And so if you were in the market for the shower gel for Pumpkin Pecan Waffles, then stay tuned for this review. So yeah, I only did get the shower gel, so I can't attest to the fine fragrance mist or the lotion or the cream formats. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like this one's coming out in travel size, which blows, because I would really love trying a spray, because I really do want to smell like Pumpkin Pecan Waffles all over my body and smell that all day long. So hoping for some type of like individual like $5-6 promo on a mist, and I can just buy it, because I'll never get through the full size one, but it is what it is. So we have Pumpkin Pecan Waffles, and that's what that looks like right there. There's also strawberry pound cake, which is returning. I think marshmallow pumpkin latte, coconut candy apple, and then pumpkin pecan waffles is also in this as well. I did smell coconut candy apple. It's actually more decent than you would imagine. It's kind of like a very sweet candy apple that is like kind of like winter candy apple, but without like the weird perfumey musky elements. And then it gives it like a very bakery cozy coconut vibe to it. Strange combo, but actually surprisingly nice. So I can't really rag on coconut candy apple. I almost bought the shower gel, but I didn't. But yeah, so Pumpkin Pecan Waffles. This one says maple syrup, golden waffles, pumpkin spice, and brown sugar, and that's what that looks like right there. As you know, Pumpkin Pecan Waffles is a long-time favorite and top seller for Bath & Body Works. I think it first came out in 2013, and I have a version from 2015 right here, just because I have plenty of the old ones that I don't buy the new ones anymore, and that's what that looks like. But 2013, it came out originally, and then in 2014, it really got the hookup because I guess it was so popular, and it did, of course, get the 2-in-1 creamy body wash and bubble bath treatment that we saw right here. It also came out in a foaming hand soap. The foaming hand soap smelled kind of like ashtrays, and it was actually kind of nasty. It was like the brown sugar really got like amped up or like mixed in with ashtray components, and that got shoved into foaming hand soap for some reason. That wasn't great. But the body wash, oh my god, this was so divine, and I kind of slept on it the year it came out, but then I really started just using it as a novelty thing later on, and oh my god, I just fell in love with it. And so the original version is friggin' excellent. Oh my god, it is so juicy. It is like 100% spot on to the home fragrance. So unlike that berry waffle cone fiasco that happened, where we had the promise of getting that buttery, crumbly berry waffle cone action on our body, we got more of a different, totally different variation of berry waffle cone that didn't smell like the home fragrance. So I was kind of disappointed about that, because when you market something as the same as a home fragrance, you're gonna expect it smells the same, but it did not with berry waffle cone. But thankfully with Pumpkin Pecan Waffles, this smelled exactly the same, and it was friggin' excellent. It was like 100% spot on to the candle, and what was good about it was a lot of times with the candle, you see it does like that burnt discoloration vibe to it. Pumpkin Pecan Waffles just has a tendency to smell burnt and grody. Like if you burn it for more than like 3 or 4 hours, it like turns very burnt and grody smelling, gets that like oily, like stale pecan nuts going bad in the pantry vibe to it, and it's just not great. But if you like melt pumpkin pecan waffles or use the wallflower, you get that just very beautiful, pure, like vanilla waffle batter, creamy experience with just a little bit of like a crispy golden brown on it, with a nice nutty brown sugar and pecan vibe with a little bit of spice from the pumpkin, the quote-unquote so-called pumpkin is what you get in there. It's like this gorgeous, awesome experience. I kind of ragged on it because it just came out forever and ever, but then like I really have grown to appreciate it and love it, and it's always strong. It's just delicious. It shares similarities to like creamy nutmeg, or even if you remember the winter vanilla latte fragrance, which is pretty much a creamy nutmeg repackaging, but it also came out as body care. I think if you miss the winter vanilla latte, this is kind of like in the very same similar fragrance family that you might enjoy that as well. Or what was it, that golden honey praline or whatever from the Tutti Dolce line. I think if you like that, you'll enjoy the Pumpkin Pecan Waffles body care as well. Very much in that very gourmand, warm baking family of fragrances. So if you enjoyed any of those, I think you'll enjoy Pumpkin Pecan Waffles. But this smelled exactly like the candle, in like the purest form of the candle, where once again, if you melted the candle or just put in the wallflower oil, none of the burntness. It was delicious. So that's what this was. And then so when this comes out, it was rumored to come out last year, and we even saw like packaging photos from Life Inside the Page Daily Finds, but then because of COVID or something, maybe it didn't actually surface, but then we did get it this year, so I was really excited to try this out. So what does this year's version, the relevant version, smell like? It's pretty much like the candle, but not quite as 100% exact as this replication was. This one actually has more of a maple syrup note to it that is not present in this or this. Like, sure, there's a little bit of maple syrup in these, but it's nowhere near as prominent or like the first note forward as it is in the shower gel version. This one definitely has a stronger, more prominent maple syrup note. That is the note that you get first. It's very sweet and maple syrupy. It's ooey gooey and sticky. And then after that, it's backed with those a little bit more subtle waffle, pumpkin pecan notes, and the pumpkin spice notes comes afterwards, but it's very much a maple syrup first fragrance. And it's interesting because the keynotes on this one list pumpkin waffle, roasted pecan, and Vermont maple syrup first. This one actually lists maple syrup first, and then golden waffles, pumpkin spice, and brown sugar. So I guess they weren't lying when the top note was maple syrup in this, because that is what carries the whole fragrance throughout. And it's still very similar to the candle, but it's not as 100% as this is. I think I actually prefer this one more. This one's just a little bit stronger. The waffle batter experience is just so much more strong and luxurious and just delicious. And it's not so heavy on the maple syrup, and you get more so that warm vanilla, pecan, nutmeg, like waffle batter, just slightly roasting component in there. It's just absolutely delicious and so strong and decadent. This one's a little bit more maple syrup forward, so it's more of a maple syrup fragrance, and then you get the other notes. The other notes are still in there, so don't get me wrong, it still smells pretty much like the candle, but not as 100% as the old one, and definitely more of a maple syrup fragrance, but I don't mind that. I can't imagine that maybe everybody would love smelling like maple syrup, but once again, it's so novelty and fun and just perfect for the fall that I don't mind it at all, and I really enjoyed using it. It wasn't as strong as this version, and there wasn't much of a dry down on the shower gel. I could smell it plenty in the shower, and it was still adequate and smells great and divine, but on dry down, you really don't get anything, but I really don't expect a ton of dry down with bakery scented shower gels. Usually like bottom notes of like perfumes or fine fragrances have like a woodsy component to it, or like a sandalwood, musk, amber vibe, and maybe a little bit of floral carries through. But since this is a full-blown bakery fragrance, it doesn't have those heavier bottom notes that you don't, once again, get much of a dry down coming out of the shower. But I do hear the mist, on the other hand, does have lingering power, so I'll be interested to try that. But that is pretty much what Pumpkin Pecan Waffle smells like. I would say pretty much the same as the candle, not as 100% dupe as the old one, a little bit more maple syrup, but still enjoyed nonetheless. And it's probably enough to be said about one shower gel, so let me know your thoughts down below. If you want to smell like pumpkin pecan waffles or not, let me know your thoughts down below as well. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.